So when did y'all get in?
We landed this morning.
How's it, y'all?
Miami?
Yeah.
Miami.
Yeah. Have y'all ever been to Nashville?
Yeah.
Yes.
Y'all like it?
I love Nashville.
It's a great
Nashville,
it's a
Miami.
great time. Oh, Nashville, it's hard to beat.
Nashville better than Miami. You heard it there.
I've never been to Miami before.
I think
Wait,
Miami.
hold on. You've
Never been to Miami.
Don't say that kind of stuff live.
Well,
next
dude,
time.
it's just
tell
like
me
I don't think I can afford it anyway. I heard a
To visit?
cup of water's $11.
Exactly, it's a lot. But
You know what?
Florida-
Hold on. He's fishing for an invite to Miami.
Oh, really?
No, I'm not,
He's
dude.
fishing
Oh,
for them.
okay.
Maybe not. Who knows?
Come to a game.
Yeah, come to a game.
I'm down.
Sure.
Shit, I'm down. So hey, first of all, thank y'all so much for coming on the show. Really appreciate it. Let's talk a little basketball here.
Yeah.
All right, y'all are going back to Miami this year, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
What decision made that happen?
Right. So, I mean, I think I'll let Haley start off basically because she made the decision first to go back to basketball.
I was recently committed to TCU,
yeah.
so I decided that back after I said I wasn't going to take my 5th year. I missed it a lot. I just think the void of playing competitive basketball at the highest level, I love the game so much. So I decided to go back last September, and then I committed to TCU after I reopened it. But I have such a great relationship with the University of Miami's coaching staff, so when they went to Hannah this summer, made me think for a while and understand that even though I gave TC my word, like I want to play my last year with Hannah. So I'm excited to be back. I have a great relationship with the coaching staff. Very good, tight-knit group. And I want to spend my last year with my twin sister ultimately. So.
And you got to play with your sister, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think when the opportunity presented itself, it was hard to say no to. And I think, people's timings differently, even if she is my twin sister.
Yeah.
It kind of hit me a little bit later. And I was blessed enough to have another chance to play with her and go back to play my 5th year. So it's what we decided
I
to do.
feel like if you have a chance to play a sport in college with your sibling, damn it, you do it.
No doubt.
Yeah.
We talk a lot about college football on our show, and a lot of people ask us college football questions. But y'all have proven that you can build like a successful brand, like playing a different sport. Can you just give our listener just a little background on how y'all became superstars and maybe pass along some advice just in terms of the marketing and the way to advertise yourself?
Right. I think just starting off, obviously when NIL first passed in 2021, nobody knew what to expect. So just kind of going into it, we always just our mindset was just like, have fun, let's make videos together. And
y'all were at Fresno State at this point
Fresno
already?
State, yes.
Okay.
And then it kind of, right when July 1st passed, we got with the right team, with ESM, our agency. They do a great job of making long-term brands and getting equity within businesses and giving us creative control, which we love. And I think just getting people around you that you trust to be able to make your life more seamless is honestly like the best advice I could give, because being a student athlete, especially on top of running businesses and connecting with brands and all the other extracurriculars that you have to do, it's a lot. So I would just say make sure you're planning and organized to get the right people in your corner.
But even before like the marketing agencies call, like y'all started your own thing, right? I mean, weren't you obsessed with like, hey, this is the type of content we have to put out because this is what our friends and followers want to see and hear from us?
Right. I think at the beginning before NIL passed, you kind of just do social media for fun, and it was like something to do when you weren't playing basketball or just to do with your friends. But as time goes on and you learn a lot about the space and like what social media can do for your brand and how big it is nowadays for businesses, you can really make like your dream job out of it. And I think we're testaments to that, and just being able to network and connect along the way. It's taught me everything so much so far. Being in rooms with people and just building your own brand and what you want to do with it. So. I would just say to position yourself and protect yourself as much as you can, but soak in every opportunity and take advantage of it.
Both of y'all, that's phenomenal points. Y'all couldn't be more correct. This is something I want to talk to you, and it's been recent. Women's basketball has been the spotlight the last 2 years. I don't know another time, if there has been another time, women's basketball been as big as it is now.
Right.
And I think a lot of that has to do with who? That's Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
Right? And what two better people to ask, as smart as you all, and both y'all are in women's basketball in college. Why has Caitlin Clark caught so much hate going to the WNBA? Because at the end of the day, she is bringing eyes to a sport that hasn't got eyes in a long time. And I'm just surprised that the flack that she has caught when she has reached that next level by WNBA players. Do either of y'all have opinions on that?
I think that's a great question. I think that Caitlin Clark has done so much for the game. I'm a huge fan of her.
Me too.
I think being able to do what she's done at her level and maintain her success with all the hate she does bring is inspiring, I think, to all the younger generations, to ourselves. I do think that's a great question. I'm really intrigued and figure out that answer as well, because the money that she generates and the viewership she brings as an individual, that's that's such a high note for all women's NBA players because now your league is getting noticed nowadays more than it's ever had because of one person. So why not uplift her?
It's just, look, we all know, like, everybody wants to be Caitlin Clark when it comes to it. I get it, but a superstar can open eyes up and open doors up for other superstars to come along and get in the spotlight.
No, exactly. I think just following off what Haley said, I think, a player with her spotlight and her attention coming into a league and being able to draw so much eyes on it, I think is a win for all women. Like you said, it can provide opportunities down the road that probably weren't going to be there beforehand. And I think not even just Caitlin Clark, like so many other players, Angel Reese, Kim and Brink, all those girls. I think it's crazy and to see what they've done. And it's a win for women. So if it's a win for women, I don't know why you would knock it. I'm like so inspired by it. I've never watched women's basketball. I mean, the WNBA more than I have now. So
yeah.
And what's cool about the WNBA timeline is, I mean, she's just coming off the heels of being the all-time scorer in women's collegiate basketball, coming right off the heels of Final Four appearance, and now she gets to play in the WNBA just a couple weeks after. It's not like the NFL where we'd have to wait 3 or 4 months to see her. So it's kind of cool to see her capitalize on that moment right away.
And it's great. I think it's great also. It's because she's coming off of such a good successful college career that people are wanting to watch and continue to watch. There's no break, like you said. So like her fans are following her too, the women's NBA, which is drawing eyes and viewership. And it's all about the revenue and the views that you get, which will drive salaries up even more. So for all women's NBA players, it's very much so of like a big win for the league.
Huge win. Huge for well, guys, ladies, we can't thank y'all enough for stopping by. I know y'all are busy. I know y'all gonna be running around today. Is there anything y'all want to tell y'all's fans before y'all get out of here or what?
Go Canes.
Go Canes.
I want to hear about the WWE quickly too. What's
that's right.
What's next with the wrestling and just your whole brand in general?
Right. So we had a long-term deal with them when we were at Fresno State. It was a 2-year deal, and it was awesome just to be able to, experience their fan base. It's unlike anything I've ever seen before. Being able to, we actually came down to Nashville for one of their events. Being able to kind of just like soak that all in. I'm just gonna focus on this year and then kind of see what it all plays out.
So that is the focus is going to be basketball.
There you go.
Yeah, the focus right now is definitely basketball and just being able to try to position ourselves up for the future success.
Okay.
So.
Canes Natty this year?
Yeah.
People are talking.
Watch out.
Talking.
Talk.
Absolutely.
I love it. Thank
really
y'all so much for
thank
joining
you.
us. We really appreciate
Thanks,
it.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Pleasure to meet you.
What's up, YouTube? Hey, do us a favor. We appreciate all the subscriptions. If you haven't subscribed to the show yet, please do. Keep sharing the channel as we barrel toward football season. Y'all know what's about to happen.